welcome back to my channel. So it is a rather gloomy, wet day, but I am thrifting today because the flea market that I love going to is finally open for the season. My mom's tagging along today, so we're gonna take a look. Now it isn't the best weather, but I'm hoping maybe that means good finds and great deals. So I'm gonna put the timestamp right here if you want to fast forward right to the haul. But without further ado, let's go thrifting. As soon as we parked, we got right to it. My mom and I were looking for some unique finds, and this flea market was not short of them.
Interesting.
Right? I was looking at that too. I was like, oh wow.
It's funny how we both look at the same thing.
Concept. Is this an ashtray? What do you think this is?
That's a really good bit. An ashtray? Used them and painted.
Yeah.
On the back of them.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, is it cast iron?
Go. My mother's name was.
I remember these when we went in.
It's
very cute.
Okay.
That is really cute. If you go buy the jelly, those are definitely retro. Those I think are from the 70s.
Really? Coin mailbox is so cute. And despite being smaller than usual, I was actually very impressed with the inventory here. It was very different from what I normally see. However, there were so many things that caught my attention, and the prices were even better because of the weather. And although the weather could have been better, I will say that even standing in the rain and the cold, it was still well worth it. I took home some amazing pieces at this place, and with great prices too. But the day was still young and we were still eager to spend a little bit more dollars, so we ended up going to this flea market that I've been to in the past. I had literally gone to this place the week before, so inventory wise, things were looking pretty much the same, although that was a benefit to me towards the end of this trip. And I truly love this oil lamp so much. It was so beautiful, but the price could have been better, and because of that reason, I ended up leaving it behind. And this piece caught my eye too. It was just an interesting shape that I had to just take a look and stare at it a little bit longer. And I actually really love this ceramic too, but it was in an awkward position that I couldn't even pick it up and take a look at it, unfortunately. But this one rainy day resulted in us going to 2 different flea markets, and my best thrifting partner decided to tag along, so all in all, this was a really good day. And I'm looking forward to the next flea market trip. Just got back. The weather was interesting. It snowed, it rained, now it's raining. For the most part though, it was just really cold. And thankfully it wasn't this bad when we were actually outside. But overall, I would say it was a good day despite the weather. My mom found some stuff, I found some stuff, got to hang out with my mom, which is always great. So I'm pretty happy. With that being said, it's thrift haul time. Okay, so first up is this cutting board. I just really love the shape of it. I have been collecting various styles and shapes of cutting boards. So for me, it's not anything out of the ordinary at this point, but I think I'm getting close to that point where I found enough cutting boards. But I'm super excited to find this one because honestly, it's just a really cool, unique shape. I love the fact that it does have a handle. It's even got a leather tie to hang it up. So this for me, again, will be a styling one. So the first flea market I went to, I bought the majority of my items from this one seller. I think in total I spent $15, and a lot of those items that I picked up were $2. So this was $2, and I was more than happy to spend $2 on a cutting board. That's pretty much on the cheap end for me, but I was really happy to pick this one up. I really love this one. Next up is this little basket right here. So when I saw this, I instantly fell in love with it. I mean, it's an interesting shape. It's Pac-Man. The only other thing I can think of is like the... So if you've played Super Mario Brothers, it's the bitey plants that come out of like the little green tubes. That's what it reminds me of. Or if you see something else, let me know in the comments. I mean, looking at it now, it kind of makes me laugh, but I still really love this. I just really love the mixture of materials on it. I love the shape of this. I think this is a great decorative basket to have. And the fact that this was only $2, I think that's incredible. I think that's amazing. And I was happy to pick this up for $2. Like, for $2, I don't care what it looks like. Let it be Pac-Man, the piranha plant. I don't care. It's cool. Okay, next up is this piece right here. First of all, I am just a genuine lover of pottery in particular. I love these little handles that they have here. I mean, obviously vases, pottery with handles is very trendy right now, but I just think it's a really beautiful shape too. And I actually really do like the fact that it's like a mixture of like this orange rust color and this faded warm black. I just think it's really cool. I love it. So this one, I don't know what the original price was. So when I picked it up, I said, and how much for this one? She's like, well, I just put that on the tarp, so that's $2. I'm thinking like, this is $2? Can't beat that. $2 is awesome. It is worn and chipped in some places, but nothing could beat like an item like this that is just handmade by someone. And although I don't know how old this piece is, I'm sure it has some age. I think it's just really beautiful though, and I'm really happy about this one. So yes, $2. Good price. And next up is another cutting board. Again, this is just for decorative purposes. So I was just looking for various sizes, various shapes. I wanted something a little bit different, and I think I accomplished that with this one. I've actually never seen a cutting board like this shape before, but that's so cool. Again, has a leather handle, so I can hang it up if I wanted to, but just really cute. This one actually doesn't appear to be used at all, and I'm not sure if like someone cut this themselves or it was actually purchased in a store, but regardless, I do think it's a really cute piece, and $2 for this one I think is fair. Next up is this cute little pottery piece. I don't know what you're thinking when you see this, probably more the color and the shape, but this reminds me of the Winnie the Pooh honey pot. And I won't do it, but part of me just wants to see honey spelled incorrectly on here. Really, it was the shape that sold me. This would honestly be a perfect pottery base on top of a stack of books if you had a console table or some kind of shelving that you just wanted to show some height. That's where my mind goes anyways when I see this, but I also just really love like this little scallop detail. I mean, this piece really looks like it was handmade. It kind of looks like they kind of like pinched it down themselves, but I do really just love finding those pieces that not everyone else is gonna have. This is honestly one of those pieces for me. So again, really happy I picked this one up. This and the next piece that I'm gonna show you were the only two things that were not $2, but I got everything all together for $12. So I'm thinking that she priced this at $3. So $3 for this, still really good. And the next thing I got was this little weed basket with a lid. So cute. And the lid can actually come off. So this is definitely my style though. I had to pick it up. Like, the lid is gorgeous. And even the bottom, like, this is just incredible. This is such a cute styling piece. I saw this instantly. I was just like, yeah, I'm grabbing this one too because it's just so beautiful. And honestly, I haven't seen anything like this. And knowing that it is an authentic piece is honestly amazing. I just love it. This one again would have been $5, but the vendor was so kind and let me have it again for $2. Really great price for such a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is definitely something that I'm sure I will style with a lot. Because I bought so much stuff from that vendor, I put stuff back in the car, but then I went back because I realized she had books too. So I ended up picking these 3 books right here. So let's start with this one first. This one is actually a Mark Twain book, and the most recent copyright of this book is actually 1922. Personally, for me, really love the green. That will actually be perfect down here, but I also really love like the Mark Twain emblem right here as well. It's just a really gorgeous book. Very old looking pages as well. Honestly, it just checks all the boxes for me for older books. So I picked this one up. This one was only $1. All the books that she was selling were only $1. So again, for older style books, great price. And next one is actually an Ernest Hemingway book. It's called For Whom the Bell Tolls. But copyright for this is 1940. So again, an older book, and it's got uneven pages. Really love that look too. The spine of it is really beautiful, but it also has kind of carved into it Ernest Hemingway on the front. Honestly, again, a great older book to style with. And last but not least is this book. I'm gonna cover this side though because it does have the original owner's name. It has some really pretty art artwork right there, which I think is really cool. And you can tell this one is an older style book. The pages feel much thicker and different from more recent books. And so it says that the copyright for this was 1909. And it's even got the old book smell. But this was just a really cute book. Again, I just really love like this detailing right here. Obviously that detail is on the front and the back of the book as well. But yeah, just a really cute book. Love the spine of it. I really just love the look of vintage books in general, that I really am all for finding what I can find. So from a different vendor though, I did get some more vintage books, but unlike the books that I showed you previously, those are literary works, whereas these are more focused on subject matters. So this one is actually called Antique Furniture. It tells you various like furniture pieces and what era that they originated from. So you can see 17th and 18th century beds. And for me, this was just like a gold mine because I love older style furniture. However, if it's beautiful, I love it. But seeing all this just was amazing. I loved it so much. I'm not kidding you when I say I probably put this in my purse. So knowing the history, knowing what date it originates from, what it was called, that's all information that I would love to learn. So I had to pick this one up, and this one was only 50 cents. I got both books for $1, so can't beat that. And the other book that I got was called Handbook of Furniture Styles. So again, it is a subject matter book, and it's talking about all the different furniture pieces. I mean, it is incredible, like the detail that goes into these books. It's telling me the style, the make of it, even what kind of wood was used for it. So many great pieces to learn about in this book. So this book is not in the best condition. It's still together, just the spine is a little loose, and even with a little wear and tear, 50 cents is still a steal. One of the last things that I saw before I left this flea market was this cast iron pot, and it has 3 little peg legs, which are really cute and adorable. It has this handle right here as well. And as you can see inside, it is rather rusted. So I have thrifted a cast iron pot before. It is much larger and it doesn't have a lid. However, something about the style, I just really loved it. And so I had to pick it up. Honestly, loved each things. Other than being a decor piece, I will say it's just really cute and adorable. Now this one was originally $20. I looked at it and was starting to walk away. And then the vendor came up to me and said, if you want it, I'll give it to you for 10. And honestly, I spent so little at the flea market anyways that $10 for one item is not bad. So yeah, really cute and adorable. Love it so much and had to pick this one up. It's just, honestly, it's just really cute. So it was the first time going back to this flea market since it closed last season. But unfortunately, my mom and I just happened to pick a day where it was like a rainy and gloomy, so not a lot of the vendors were out there. So because we got through that flea market rather quickly, I was like, why don't we go to the indoor flea market that I found recently? If you saw my video from a few weeks ago, you probably know where I'm going with this. I was talking about candle wall sconces. I talked about another pair that I was like, it really wasn't my style. Foot in mouth. Because what did I buy when I went there? Those candle wall sconces. So let me just say, it was never my intention to go back for these. The point is, I'm really indecisive. And that's how I got these. They were still $24. So basically that's saying it's $12 for each sconce. So breaking it down in that perspective, I don't think $12 for one sconce is awful. And truth be told, the 3 sconce setup actually kind of grew on me. So if you liked this video, or if you liked anything from the haul, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, I'll link below for you another video to watch if you're new here, or if you're just interested in another thrift haul. This is a good follow-up. But I want to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you for thrifting with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and so I will see you in the next one.